want everybody to be able to read my shirt.
Okay, hold on.
I work hard so my cat can have nice things. It was my Christmas shirt. Accurate.
Suits you.
Welcome back. We're the Book Mavens. I'm Amanda. She's Rachel, and you are joining us as we are about to go off on vacation.
Yep.
We're talking vacation reads today. So Rachel and I both had some travel planned for the beginning parts of June, like right when school let out. We're not going to be doing our traditional videos for the next couple weeks because we're going to be apart and traveling and busy. So we did want to talk about what we were planning on taking with us on our different travels. We both had a different approach in what we were selecting, and
well, we've talked before about our differing opinions when it came to
beach reads.
So
you'll see it's a little bit reflected. I will say though, yours is very thoughtfully planned out. Mine is like all this random stuff that I
have a theme.
Just been mine's all like random stuff. It's a random theme. All right, Rachel, hit them with yours because it's organized and thoughtful, and mine's just a hodgepodge mess.
Okay. I'm going to Greece for a little over 2 weeks. So I wanted to do kind of more Greek themed. And I don't mean that it has to take place in Greece. It's just more like Greek mythology based. So I have quite a selection of books.
Rachel's taking the bookstore to Greece.
I am. I have a very large suitcase. Now, the first 7 days on my trip, I'll be on a boat. I don't know if you've noticed my skin tone, but this is like, I get burned riding in my car for 20 minutes. So like, no. So I will be in the shade somewhere on this boat. It's not a cruise ship. It's like a smaller vessel, but yeah. And then after that, we're going to spend a few days in Athens and then several days in Crete. And then I'm flying home from Crete. So I'm very excited about this trip. This has been like a year and a half at least planning. COVID kind of upset some stuff. So very, very excited. And so I decided to do primarily Hades and Persephone.
Excellent choice.
Yeah, I thought I forgot one, but I didn't. Primarily, that's what I'm looking at here. So the first set I'm going to talk about, I do have the third one coming. I had to order it because Barnes & Noble didn't have it in store. So there'll be 3. Is Scarlett Sinclair's A Touch of Darkness series. So this is the first one, and then A Touch of Ruin, and then A Touch of Malice is the third one. And then she has a series that's told in Hades' perspective as well that kind of aligns with these. I'm not gonna take the Hades perspective ones. I'm just gonna stick with the main 3 stories that are Persephone's perspective. And so I'm very excited about these. Scarlett Sinclair, I am almost done with one of her other books.
Sorry.
Girlfriend Writes Some Spice. I'm not gonna lie. So these are mythology-based kind of romances. So that's just right on target for what I like to read on vacation.
You're gonna see a theme in Rachel's vacation reads. But you know what? It's about vacation, people.
That's right.
It's about escapism.
So the next books I'm going to show, and I am also going to have the third one of this. The third one is Wicked Beauty. So these are Katie Roberts books. These ones are pretty, A Touch of Darkness and, actually it's this way, Neon Gods and Electric Idol. These ones are pretty well known. Katie Roberts is actually really active on TikTok as well. So if you ever see her, she goes on all the time to talk about her projects, which is kind of fun. But Wicked Beauty kind of got released at Barnes & Noble a little early. So fun times. So I'm going to pick that one up before I go as well. And these are also Greek mythology based. So our first one, Neon Gods, is Hades and Persephone, while Electric Idol is Eros and Psyche. Now, if we're talking about traditional Greek mythology, Eros and Psyche is my favorite myth because this was the original story for Beauty and the Beast, and for all the other Beauty and the Beast retellings, it's based off of Eros and Psyche. So I really love that. So I'm very excited for this one. And then Wicked Beauty, is it Helen of Troy? Wicked Beauty is a little bit naughtier. I believe that there's more than 2 people involved with that one. So it'll be really fun. All right. So Anyway, so these are definitely on the spicy side. So here are my, look at your face.
I'm just here to listen to you.
Yeah, I don't think these ones would be the ones that you would read.
No.
But these are really fun for me to sit there and giggle on a boat and have a really good time.
Well, I think you're going to like this one because this has Psyche and Eris in it.
Okay. All right, so some other ones I got going on. I've got the volume 1 of Lore Olympus. I have not watched any of the webtoons. I know that it's really popular. I haven't looked at this. It's been really tempting.
I do. I'm obsessed. I read it every week. I pay the coins. I said what I said.
So I have not experienced this yet, but I'm excited to do this one. It's heavy though.
It's a quality book. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Listen, if you've been considering the bound edition of these, they are beautiful. They're beautifully done. Actually, honestly, once the series is complete, I may actually purchase all of the books of that one because it is very visually appealing. It's beautiful.
Fairy Loot has special editions of these.
Do they?
The second one's coming out.
See, that one might actually be worth.
Well, let me know if you want me to snag you the one in June.
I might. Hey, my birthday's in June. Like you buying them on my behalf may be my birthday gift.
Now the first one, I don't know if I'll be able to get that one for you. Reasonable. But the second one, I can get it on release, and we should be.
Did they do like a bookish box, like a re-release? Oh, that's
bookish is the best in terms of reprints. They don't. Yeah, and have to get it secondhand.
I'll start watching for it.
I think it's Fairy Loot or Illumicrate, but both of them are really bad about reprints. So you'd have to get it secondhand.
Okay, food for thought.
All right, and some other ones that aren't quite so spicy. I do have more because Rachel can burn through some books when I got some time.
Guys, did you really think that was gonna be it?
I did. You guys know that I have. I've shown it in another episode. The special edition. This is just the basic hardcover. I do have a paperback edition coming as well because I don't want to take a hardcover on a suitcase. But this story is going with me, and so this is also Greek mythology based, but it's not taking place in Greece. I think it's in New York City, and it's YA. So I'm excited about this one. And then I've got The North Wind, which is not. It is like Hades and Persephone inspired, but it is not in terms of like Greek mythology land. It's just that it inspired this story. So this is a bit of a more serious tone. It is a romance, but it's not going to be on that like what this is. This is just more of a serious interpretation. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, and then the last one is more historically based. So it's talking about the women in Greek mythology, primarily the events surrounding the Iliad. So with the goddesses involved, as well as the ladies like Helen of Troy and Briseis and all of those people, all of the female characters that were involved in this story and kind of their perspective. So this is, see, I picked some seriouser ones.
Hey, I'm all about doing what you want on vacation.
So these are the books I'm going to take with me to Greece.
She's got this beautiful, well thought out theme.
I don't know
to go with her trip.
I don't know how beautiful it is, but it's certainly
it's
themed.
on brand. Like it's definitely on brand.
For sure.
Well, Rachel's going to Greece. I'm going to Ohio. Which
you were so excited.
It sounds incredibly anticlimactic. She's like, I'm going to Greece. I'm going to be on a boat, and I'm over here. I'm going to be at a hotel in Cincinnati. But I'll be having a lovely time.
She's very excited. She's always excited.
I won't be having as lovely a time as you, but
you'll be having fun. You're making money. I'm making no money. I'm spending money. So
that's
there
right.
You go.
There is true. Okay, so she approached hers with like, I'm going to go with the Greek mythology thing. My theme was I went to my TBR. And then once I had more than I could hold in my hands, I said, okay, I'm going to stop. This is how I approached. I pulled the ones off my TBR that were most appealing to me in this moment as I'm getting ready to pack. Let's dive in. Okay, so first is a cozy. Just haven't met you yet. So somehow
I've seen somebody review that. It's super cute.
I mean, I'm here for it. She switches suitcases with someone and then spends most of her vacation trying to track down the suitcase. But plot twist, pretty sure.
The dude like
can I just predict now? Yeah, I'm just gonna predict.
She's like the perfect woman for him.
Well, here's my based on the back. Let me tell you what I think the plot twist is gonna be. Amanda's cozy predicting hat.
I don't know what happened, so
Guys, I have to go to other cozies because I'm out of Nancy Warren's. I'm in the last of the vampire book clubs. And I only have the newest release from her next series left. I've read all of her books. I have to branch out my cozies. So, it's sad days, Rachel. Here's my plot twist. Because on the back of the book, it talks about the guy who was taxiing her around. Plot twist, she's not going to fall for the guy with the suitcase. She's going to fall for the taxi driver. Mark it down. I'll let you know if I'm right later. Okay, and then on a more slightly serious tone, I have Friedrich Bachman's, not his newest, but one of his newer books, Anxious People, which I've been told is going to make me, like, cry and really hit you in the feels, which I kind of like when I'm off. I get very existential in airports, and like when I'm off at hotels. You can be anybody you want to be at the airport. Nobody knows you. You can be friendly and chatty. You can be reclusive and watchful. You can be whatever you want to be at the airport. I love this kind of book for an airplane. Okay, and then I have, so this book is called American Dialogue. It's a nonfiction. So basically, it's trying to look at current issues like American imperialism, economic inequality, but trying to look at them from the lens of the founding fathers. Because the question is, of course, I teach government, it's one of the classes I teach. The question of like, what would the founding fathers think of us today? So basically, they tried to use their historical writings to kind of look at the issue of 4 modern topics. So like they look at Washington and American imperialism. It's Madison and original intent. It's a Gov teacher book, and I'm excited about it. I may agree with the person, I may not. We'll see. Okay, then I have a new murder mystery detective series to try. This one's called The Marlowe Murder Club. So the lady is 77. So this is a group of old ladies who basically start the Marlowe Murder Club. It's like a book club, but they look at, basically they solve what seems to be murders in their little hometown. Anyway, it looked cute. So it's a new murder mystery series for me to try to see if I like the detectives. And then I'm going to take my bookish box, Only a Monster, which honestly just sounded so interesting. So the premise is basically her and her family are monsters, and the guy that she kind of liked, she's a teenager, she's 16. The guy that she kind of liked, oh, actually, no, maybe she is 16. I didn't make that up. Turns out to be a monster hunter. And so then it says she'll have to embrace her monstrousness if she is to save herself and her family. Because in this story, she is not the hero. So this was the YA book for March, I think it was. But anyway, it looks really good, and I'm really interested in it. So that's going to be what I took. And then I stopped because I was running out of hands. And I felt like for a 2-week trip, this was plenty. Plus, I have all the stuff I can get on my phone, too. So, I always have a bug, people. Everybody's like, oh, I'm so sorry you're waiting. Trust me, it was fine. I had multiple books.
I just have a lot of traveling to do, and I'll be in an airport. I got some layover time, so I'm all about having something to read. And these all seem very digestible.
Also, I think it was very wise of you to choose paperbacks, because then if something happens to them, you're not sad.
I'm not. And to be fair, Bookish Box is coming out with a special edition set of these, as well as the 2 that match up with these, with the Hades perspective. And the special edition set at the end of June. So I'll be scooping those up. So it's okay if something bad happens to these, because I'm going to have special editions of them. And then I already have special editions of these, as well as Wicked Beauty, the 3rd one in the series.
Well,
and my Laura special edition. So yeah, so
true.
anything can happen to all of these books for the most part.
Well, whatever you're doing as school gets out, we hope it's fun and we hope it's restful. And we are gonna head out and we'll check back in with you. We'll probably have to do some kind of post-vocation wrap-up book to see what we actually read. Because my TBR and then sometimes what I'm in the mood to read are not always the same thing. So
that's why I have to bring a selection.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, guys. Who knows? It's vacation. Anything can happen.
And we will try and do something organized and try and maybe hit a smaller series for July.
Let us know what you're reading in the comments. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. See you Bye. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know where. That was a long pause. All right.